and threes. Comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some new. Hold on.
Who has hosted some memorable playoff games. Are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in an important divisional round matchup in the NFC. But go Bears. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run it with Ballage. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
And it is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Ballage. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 3rd down, Trubisky going deep here for Bryant, and that's caught inside the 35. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
That's it, baby. We don't quit. At their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Look at me. Go.
Check 99. Check 99.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
A big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Down. 8, read.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Hey, lock it.
Switch.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
A gain of 12. And the Giants' 1st down. Here we go. 30 base.
We want this. Check 43.
Topper.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on first down. Barkley, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
From the 35 on second down, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry now. This is Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Slam. Fair. Swing.
Jones now operating from the gun. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. You must be getting tight.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Come on, 180. Mike 5-4. Get that quarterback.
Balaj. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on, 180. 54, right 54. Watch the curl. Alert. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
From the 36, Trubisky. And Shaheen. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Trubisky to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Rush in. Rock it. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Yeah. Yo, Jack.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On first down, Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's checking. Leo. Check hot. Kill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Broken tackle, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on first down. Barkley down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Recon, 152 fighter. Lucky. You got tight. Look at me. Door. Hit it.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Rosa's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down. Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Go. Hey, exit. Get it.
On first down, Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
18 Gator.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey.
On first down, Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 53 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 56. Come on, boy. You better be right.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Yeah. You don't want none. Check your hot read. He's coming. Double up.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
In order to play really good run defense, when you're playing a 3-4, defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Big stop, Keith. Big stop. Let's go.
Look at me. Zipper. Check. First down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yep. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Patch it. Look. Squeeze. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Barkley takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the
Sean, go.
Watch the ship.
There you go. Five.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah.
Mike, 58, right there.
Bam.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Go.
Check.
Now.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know as a defensive back, I was taught to play it the way that we just saw. Use the back line as an extra defender and make sure they throw it over your head and not in front of you. In front of you means it's a touchdown. Over your head, you've got a much better chance.
Ready.
58, Mike.
Go, tackle, let's go. Pilot, 64, weak.
Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
My bad.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Alert! 180!
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Set 90 Wolf.
Touchdown, defense.